The Sisters Grimm podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Please listen at your own discretion. Tiptoe through the window.
The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
The most notorious serial killer in the nation, the Night Stalker.
The Boston Strangler.
The Son of Sam. The infamous Zodiac Killer.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Welcome to the Sisters Grimm podcast.
How'd you do this? Show you.
It's 2020, baby, and I'm all about getting in shape and going to the gym. And my new favorite gym accessories are my Studio 12 earbuds.
We love Studio, and we've been talking about them for years. You don't have to be a gym goer to enjoy their 12 earbuds.
With their wireless earbuds, you can now bring your music wherever life takes you and enjoy unrivaled sound that makes you feel like you're center stage.
They are extremely cute, and they're ultralight charging cases. You can take them anywhere.
You can go to studio.com to get 15% off your entire order using code GRIM with 2 M's at checkout.
That's right, Morgan. That's GRIM for 15% off.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sisters Grimm podcast. This is the new episode of the Sisters Grimm podcast. Holly said that I talk too slow, so I'm talking really fast now.
People are going to think that they accidentally put their phones on. They're like, oh, wait, did I put this on 1.5?
Seriously. So I'm No, I'm not. I'm Morgan.
We've switched bodies.
Of the Freeberg
it's
sisters.
The Parent Trap.
And that's Holly.
And I'm Morgan.
No. Joined with us today are our quarantine bunch, Maria.
Everyone's favorite sleepy girl, Maria.
And our new friend
He's
he's our new friend to the podcast. His name's Ryan.
Hi, happy to be here.
Yay!
Ryan's
a little nervous, but we're drinking.
Bashful girl.
So basically, we are. We were going to do this podcast about something else, and then we were going to do it about something else. But then all of it was really bumming me out because the world's about to end.
Yeah, basically, it's like it's the fucking end of the world
pandemic
over here. Yeah, literally, it's the pandemic. The white elephant in the room, COVID-19.
Yeah. So we were going to do a podcast about murders, which we're still going to do that, so I'm not going to say what kind. But I decided that I didn't want to look up murder right now because it's dark. Murderpedia is a dark hole to fall down.
It really is.
Yeah.
And there's not really anyone there to pick you up.
No.
Most of them have been executed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're just kind of doing like a stream of thought type of thing.
Stream of consciousness.
We do. Don't worry. This isn't completely unorganized because we know how much some of you love structure. We have, we're going to name, all of us rather, are going to name the movies that we think you should watch during this quarantine because Chicago today, or in the future, depending on when you're listening
we're going to try to put this one out fast.
Yeah, well,
But today, Chicago shut down. Well, technically it shuts down. Illinois shuts down tomorrow, which is Saturday, the 21st.
These podcasts may be all we have left of our family.
What?
When we die. When we die and the world is gone and then they have to bring it back, they're going to find the internet and they're going to be like, that's someone blowing off the dust of our podcast.
These girls say the C word a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be
they're like,
grim.
Our podcast is going to be found by archaeologists on a thumb
drive. But let's talk about this a little bit because
let's talk about sex, baby.
Everybody, Holly, has opinions on what's going on right now. And Maria and Ryan, I'd love to hear yours or just any thing that you have to say about it because we're all kind of going through this together. Maria is a server and the bars and restaurants in Illinois and Chicago have been shut down for 5 days now, 6 days now.
I lost track. I'm very bored.
Yeah. I think you're on day 5.
I think it's day 5 because it happened on Saturday.
It happened Monday was the last day that.
No, it happened. Oh yeah, it was Monday.
It was announced on
Sunday.
It was at the
end. It was at the very end of Monday. Sorry.
It was announced Sunday evening, and then all day Monday. That was everybody had until 9:00, and then that was it. So as a bartender, I just encourage everybody to stay in their houses because I would like to go back to work. Because not only do I need my income, I'm bored, and also like just stay in your houses. Just
Stay inside, guys. It's really important
It's
now
really
more
important
than
because
ever.
also don't touch anybody over the age of 60. Just avoid them.
Just don't.
Just don't touch
You know
them,
how
but-
like you love like
If
going
they
out and
need
just
help,
rubbing
sure,
your
help them,
hands
but
all over old people.
Don't
you
do
just
that.
Love
Just
them?
anybody with a compromised immune system, like, just don't touch them.
Don't
Leave them
touch
alone
them.
and
Don't
just
touch
everyone
them.
stay home.
Don't
It's
touch
so
them.
easy to stay home. And we have now
We're so easy.
69 episodes of the podcast you can listen to because this is episode 69.
Wet mouth noises.
So Ryan, what do you think about 69ing? Just kidding, everybody. We're gonna jump into these lists of movies.
You guys don't get to know
Over
Ryan's opinion about
69.
69ing.
So Ryan, how about you tell us one of your first movies that you think people should watch right now?
Yeah, Ryan. What?
Ryan, by
movies?
the way, not only is a close and personal friend, but he's also a big listener to the podcast.
Yes, big fan.
Also, he and Morgan are
Or-
matching right now.
Yeah, we're wearing the same exact Jeffree Star orange hoodie.
Yes.
So Ryan, what's your
Well,
numero uno?
My first movie that I think Cabin Fever gets me.
Ooh.
And topical, and very topical.
And we love
not
Eli
really,
Roth on
but-
this
Wait, no,
podcast.
this is. I was using that as like a term.
Oh.
Feeling Cabin Fever, not the movie Cabin Fever.
Oh my agata. But Cabin Fever, I'm throwing it.
Let's go.
Ryan, you
Not
can't.
my first pick,
You
sorry.
can't describe your movie with
Another movie title.
Especially a very like
Sorry, I know that was
Cabin
like,
Fever
a very
is
good
such a
movie,
like movie
in
for right now.
regards to,
Anyways.
like, The Shining.
And it's classic.
We
You kind of go
stan.
crazy, and I feel like we
pretty
all
sure that's
Totally.
on.
starting to feel that, and it's kind of scary. But obviously,
I
I,
agree.
don't feel like Jack Nicholson. But
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't come over today with an axe
Yeah, no.
screaming. Instead, you
right.
came over with Monopoly, which we're going to play.
Monopoly.
Hopefully not kill each other.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's a movie. That's a very isolated movie. They're like
Right.
choosing to social distance. That
Totally.
Total social distancing.
And the one guy, when he just like
Exactly.
grabs all of the beer and like basically puts on a mask and just starts leaving, and he's like, "Fuck all of you," is me, like mood.
Okay, but you're talking about the movie Cabin Fever again.
Oh right,
You lost me.
sorry. I just love
like,
Cabin
I
Fever.
tried thinking
That was
of
like,
what happened.
scene was that?
Yeah, no,
I'm like, I've never
I was,
seen The Shining, but I'm in.
I was back to Cabin Fever.
Is that why Stephen King didn't like it?
We've also been watching Boy
movie?
Meets World because Sean is so high.
so
But I've already talked about that on this
daddy.
podcast also.
Yeah, Ryder
Maria.
Strong has gotten some major shout outs. So should we just go around the horn?
Yeah, we'll just go around the
Around the
horn. So,
horn.
Martika, it's your turn.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
No, please
I
use
guess
your
the
face
first
idea.
one. No, I can't because it's broken. I think I shattered my phone screen.
Love that.
Love it.
Right in the face ID.
Love it.
So, okay, honestly, I want to talk about the movie Quarantine. I think we all know
yes.
this is coming. I've only
Yeah.
seen it one time, and this was, I swear to God, when we were like maybe 16 years old. But like, I looked it up and I read again, and I want you guys just to all understand that that
Deborah?
movie, the first scene of that movie takes place on March 11th, which, as we all know, I know.
Is
and
your
the
birthday?
whole virus
No, March 11th.
like outbreak thing.
Oh,
no,
wait,
my
no.
birthday's not
That's
then,
when it
but
started.
March
That's
11th
when
is
everything
when the
went
rumors
down.
began about like remember when
Shutting
they were like
down.
they shut down all of St. Patrick's Day and all that
Oh.
shit. So what I'm saying
crap.
is
crap.
that I couldn't help but notice there was a fucking correlation.
Oh, bitch.
Damn, Maria doing
That's
her
a
I did my
good-
research. I did my research.
Living for you,
And so
Margarita.
obviously
Really
it's
good
Jennifer
find.
Carpenter,
Okay,
aka we all know who that is.
Deb.
She's not.
I just
in
called her
Bring It On.
Deborah.
She's not in Bring It On. She's in White Chicks, is what you're
White
thinking
Chicks.
of.
Every time I do that, and
She's
then
also
in-
Deb from Dexter, and she's also John
Anyway,
Carpenter's daughter.
They get quarantined in this building where things have gone wrong, et cetera, et cetera. And, obviously, like, the end of the movie, like, they spend the entire time going through the thing, getting attacked by zombies as a result of this viral outbreak.
Oh, bitch.
She's like a camera reporter.
Yeah, because it's like it was like a
And so,
found footage.
Like, yeah,
It's
and
a
so then at
very
the
good
end they
movie.
think they're like safe or whatever, and then they're in a room. There's a little boy, and it's like a total like POV situation, and like it just ends with her like camera on her. And
It's
then
a
getting
really good
dragged
remake.
like back.
Yeah.
By the zombie. And all I'm saying is, who's to say? We're not there yet, and I'm glad we live in a 3 flat.
Well, I would just like to
too.
say that I'm really happy that when you get coronavirus, you don't turn into a zombie. It's
Right,
like
yet,
it's
Holly,
more of an
yet.
upper respiratory
Luckily, Tom
thing.
Hanks and Rita are doing great.
How's Idris?
Idris is fine.
If anybody's going to Reddit, it's Idris Elba.
Wait,
Idris
how
is fine.
is Justin
He's probably one of
Trudeau's
the
wife?
healthiest men ever.
How's Sophia?
Sophia who?
That
Trudeau.
fucking stroke from The Bachelor has it too. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I'm going to move on to a movie that I really liked that came out recently because I wanted to give new but
She told me
also
not to say
old
anything about
movies.
Yeah, mine are mostly new.
And I picked a movie that you didn't like, but I did, that came out in 2019 called Crawl.
Yeah, not a fan.
I think it's cool, especially if you like monster movies. Have you seen Crawl?
No,
I know Maria has not.
I haven't seen it, but I do like the idea of like a Godzilla type thriller.
It's
better than Lake Placid.
It's fucking
I'll
cool,
give it
and it's
that.
also like kind of like a quarantine movie and like an end of the world because it happens during a hurricane.
True.
So it's apocalyptic. We could watch that tonight.
I'd prefer not to.
Yeah, Holly doesn't want to.
I do like the actress that's in it.
Yeah,
Effie?
Effie from Skins, and also the girl from those Maze Runner movies, that
Which
people
are bad and which
Also
are
spitting out,
also
watch it on Netflix.
which are also about
like an apocalyptic.
because
time.
it starts, everything in that movie starts. They fucked up the movie so bad. The books are so fucking good. The prequel of it is literally there is a sun flare that like kills people, and the government and like the whole world, like they don't have enough food, so they literally crop dust / chemtrail this virus around that they think is just going to kill people, and instead it turns them into zombies, aka cranks.
Is it the Maze Runner, or are we talking about the plot?
No, that's the Maze Runner.
Oh, okay.
And then in the second movie, they just went completely rogue and off of the books, and so there's no way that they could bring it back to the I don't know. They weren't good, but the first one was like whatever. But yeah, that's a good movie.
Speaking of apocalyptic.
Well, now, Hall, would you like to go to your first pick?
Yeah, in honor of Women's Month, because it is Women's Month.
It's been such a great one so far.
My movie, which you can find on Netflix, is called XX.
Ooh.
Because that's the chromosome for women.
Ooh,
And it's a 4-part anthology of horror films, and they're like traditional horror themes, but they're all seen from the female point of view.
Okay.
It's very good.
What's it called?
It's called XX.
Okay.
It's really good. I liked it a lot, and it's very like feel good if you're a woman, obviously. And yeah, just like hell yeah, female directors.
We live for that.
We live for that. So Ryan, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is more like a thriller, I guess.
Okay.
Shutter Island.
Oh, we
I'm a
love
big
Leo.
fan.
I
love
sat in a shitty theater for like 3 hours watching that movie in the front seat, just like ouch.
no.
And then
That movie was a total mindfuck.
Such
yeah,
a fucking
big
total
slapperoni,
you
Big
know?
old
full
slap.
slap, full
Full
slap.
slap.
Have you guys
Full
seen
slap.
that Gal Gadot,
Gal Gadot.
Wonder Woman? Gal Gadot did like this weird song, like they all sang "Imagine" by John Lennon, like a bunch of like
On the
famous
internet?
people. Well, I was just gonna say Mark Ruffalo's in it, and he's also in Shutter Island.
What is it about
Daddy
tough
Ruffalo?
times that
Daddy
brings
Ruffalo.
celebrities together and sing songs?
Yeah,
Right.
Like AIDS and this virus.
yeah. Nothing makes you want to sing more than having to stay at home.
True.
Well, didn't you say that there's a thing on like Sunday where everyone in Chicago is going to sing John Bon Jovi out their windows?
I hope so.
You somehow like made that happen in your head.
I predicted that, yeah, because I was listening to Bon Jovi.
You
last
manifested.
night.
We listened to
I
that
know.
song last
Years.
night.
Wow, wow.
All right, so
Yeah, no, but Shutter Island.
Shutter Island was a full
Good,
slap.
right.
Leo Caps, little Leo Cappies.
Right.
Doesn't that movie start the exact same way as Inception, which
It
is
does.
like him on the beach?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like immediately on like a boat, like going to the island.
And that's when they first made the joke about like, oh, that's where Jack's been.
Shutter Island. Shutter
Because that movie
goddamn
came out
Island.
before Inception.
Cool.
Cool. Maria,
movie.
what's your number 2?
I think I'm gonna go a little out of order because I don't want to like.
Yeah, we
bring
don't have
any of
to.
these up.
Fuck,
Oh,
like,
there's
it's not
no-
like a real thing.
There's no rules.
There isn't.
Okay,
We follow
so
no rubric
I'm gonna
here.
go with a what we like to call again a full slap.
A Rooney.
A full slap Rooney.
Yeah,
which
that's
we
the
all
thing where
know
like it has a
that
really
this
good
movie
twist.
is.
It comes full slap.
Yeah.
Can we just discuss that the fact that Cabin in the Woods is, as we all know, I'm very much not a huge fan of horror movies, I'm very terrified all the time. I'm sorry.
Shut up. It's funny having a person who doesn't like them on here.
This one is a movie I could watch by myself, so if anybody wants to watch like a horror movie
love that.
by themselves instead of with their roommates, this is a good one to watch because it's really funny.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
more
we
funny
all
than scary.
see that in theaters together?
Probably.
Yeah, it's good because it's meta. We've talked about it before. It's a full
slap. And
5 slaps.
I thought the entire thing was very well thought out.
Love that.
That was genius.
And something Hemsworth. What is his name? Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
AKA Thor. Mm-hmm. Hot stuff.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Thor, we just
also
watched
Daddy Dr. Avery.
Yeah, from Grey's Anatomy.
Total hunk.
Total yummies.
So good.
Oh, and obviously Bradley Whitford.
Yeah.
He rounds out the cast
of daddies.
Beautifully. Bradley Whitford.
Thank you, Polly.
Bradley Whitford.
So I'm going to take my next suggestions to the year 1998.
Picture
because
Titanic has just won like a million Oscars.
But that's not the movie we're talking about, even though that was a horror story. But a lot of litty, titty movies came out in 1998. At least my, like, kind of like the horror movies I love. Urban Legend, Full Slap.
Full Slap.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The original Ring. Not the American one.
So
The Faculty.
Ringu.
Halloween H2O. And The Bride of Chucky.
Fudge.
So, like, some real good,
movies.
Solid, like the movies that I used to turn on Sci-Fi and they were playing and I was watching the, version that they had on TV.
Yeah. Those are good movies.
Which only goes to show you started watching horror movies way too early.
I know.
So your list, this list entry is a year, not a movie.
Yeah, this is basically an homage to the year 1998. Thank you.
So everyone go back to 1998 when we didn't have the coronavirus and go see these movies in theaters.
Also, thank 1996 Scream because I feel like, other than like The Ring, none of these movies would have been made if that hadn't gotten made, honestly. And I believe that.
Ringu.
Yeah.
What?
I actually watched Ring. That's the original Ring. It's Japanese. Yeah. Also, Maria's movie, Quarantine.
The original version was also
Wreck.
Really?
Yeah. And Ringu, The Ring rather, it made a bunch of money, and because it did so well, it like paved the way for The Grudge and Quarantine and One Missed Call and all of those other, American adaptation. Old Boy was so bad. They shouldn't have done Old Boy. Love me some James Brolin, but not a fan. So my number 2 is the movie Freaks. It just came out just kidding. Well, it came out on Netflix recently. It came out in 2018. It is on Netflix, and it also is a quarantine movie. It is about a father and daughter. The father is Emil Hirsch.
Ooh.
The daughter looks exactly like the little girl from Kill Bill 2, rather. She looks like BB. She looks exactly like BB.
We live for BB.
And it's just really good. It's about the storytelling behind it. I don't want to say too much about it because this movie is very good. And which is because it has such good storytelling. And honestly, you guys, it comes full slap.
Fully slaps.
Oh my god. It is the fullest slap.
Love that.
It's a very good movie. I suggest it to everyone.
Yeah, if it's on Netflix, so everyone watch it.
Watch it.
Because everyone has Netflix.
Yeah. Most people do. So Ryan.
My turn again. Another Stephen King.
Oh,
Ryan.
Misery.
Yes, I almost said Misery too.
Yeah,
I almost said
one of my
Misery as
favorites,
well.
kind of like an isolation.
Dude,
Spoiler alert, that's when Kathy Bates.
James Caan can't get the fuck out of there.
Horrible. Exactly.
I read that
More
book
of
when we were in Door County last year.
It's a horrible story. So at least while we're in quarantine, we can now
hobble each other's legs.
Yeah, no,
no one's hobbling here. Little does Ryan know, I'm going to make him stay with me through the whole quarantine, and his lemon White Claw is being drugged.
It is my now drink of choice.
Lemon, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Morgan was joking. Jokes are protected speech in the United States. Although I don't know if it is right now because we're under a state of emergency.
Yes, seriously.
No,
I don't know.
But no, Misery.
Misery is like a classic, and I feel
That's
like
a good one.
when you're stuck inside of it, and it's like a snowstorm, I feel like it's a good movie.
Oh, totally.
kind of like this situation.
Yeah, even though the snowstorm...
Or like, because we've had a lot of rainy days.
You love snowstorms.
You love
Stephen King
movies.
I like classic horror movies.
He's a classic kind of
really,
boy. Which is ironic because he's the youngest out of all of us.
I know.
Ryan's little baby.
Ryan's 12.
We're babysitting this kid named Ryan, and he likes our podcast.
He has a deep voice for a 12-year-old.
He loves Stephen King.
He loves
Because I bet I know the
misery.
next one on your list.
I don't think you do.
I might.
You
Yes,
might.
this
Anyways.
makes things fun.
Maria, it's your turn.
Okay, so we watched this recently. I thought it was okay, but I will say that
I thought it was okay.
Really good recommendations from Maria.
I liked it because it reminded me a lot of my childhood, which is really kind of messed up to say. But we watched The Curse of La Llorona recently.
Oh,
it was
I
just
wanted
okay.
to
It was just
fact-check
okay.
The, like, story behind it, and just like, you know.
Yeah.
So we watched it, and I was like, all right, story checks out.
Maria's been warning me of La Llorona for years.
And
when I was a kid, my grandmother, that's what she used as like our boogeyman, and it scared the shit out of me my entire life. And they made a movie out of it, and I'm like, all right, cool. My cousin said that she would never watch it, and I was like, well, I watched it for all of us, and story checks out. Our grandmother used fear as a tactic when we were growing up, and it worked.
that's very funny.
Yeah, it was just okay, but it is on HBO.
But Maria,
I would say it was just okay, but I will say for our Latinx listeners, I need you guys to write into the Sisters Grimm podcast. I need you to fact
our PO boxes.
Anybody else who used whose abuelas used La Llorona to scare the shit out of them. I would like to hear from you.
Well, you talked about it on the podcast you were on.
Yeah,
I know, but that was, I want to say, like maybe 2 years ago.
That was
I fell asleep
2017.
directly
Honestly,
after.
yeah, Maria fell asleep.
You guys remember it. Well,
You were
dang.
there.
So, now, I'm going to just name a couple, like...
Morgan's gonna slow it down. Getting real sexy.
So I couldn't think of just, like, 5. So I have a lot.
Okay. Well,
Here's just a rambling of a couple.
1998. It wasn't a movie.
Another really good movie, 30 Days of Night.
Okay.
Because it's about the time in Alaska where there's no sun and people like leave a lot, but I think mostly stay inside, especially in this movie because there's vampires.
Oh my gosh!
There's also Josh Hartnett and like
I remember from this movie. I remember watching it with you on Easter, which is coming up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna be able to celebrate Easter with their families.
No.
Everybody's got grandparents.
Darn.
Oh, but also The Fourth Kind.
Ooh, insensitive.
The Fourth Kind was really fucked up, and also on HBO right now.
Is that about
I
aliens?
cried. Yeah, I cried when I saw it in theaters.
It's scary.
I cried.
If you've not seen that movie, it's scary.
No, I've never
It's
seen
so scary. You think it's real. I get fucking every time. The Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity. It's a major motion picture, and somehow I fall for it and think that it's real.
Same.
What
The
about
Ring? I thought The Ring was real.
Yeah, we all did though.
That movie scared the crap out of me.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god, I watched. That was the
Especially
first.
because Dad used to fuck with us when we were watching it
Arr.
and call from his like office line and be like,
That was every dad's favorite thing
Yeah,
to
that's
do
the
back
real
then.
tea.
2005 or 4, 3, I don't know.
I was too young when
5.
Honestly, I
4,
think it was
3,
1.
2, 1. No,
Anyways.
I was a freshman in high school, so it was 2003.
okay, what about you?
Okay, so I've mentioned this movie multiple times before on this podcast, but this movie is on Hulu, and it is Mom and Dad. This list would not be complete without a fucking Nick Cage movie on it. This movie has some of Nick Cage's most cagiest moments.
Oh.
And also Selma Blair is there.
Oh,
What are we
It's
talking
basically...
Selma came in. I actually can't talk about this. Just kidding.
Okay.
We're breaking HIPAA.
Radio edit. So, it's basically like zombies, but instead of like, or like, I don't know if it's really a virus, but you only want to kill your kid.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah. So like people are like freaking out because they think it's a zombie, but they're fine because they just keep going for their kids. And so it's all about Selma Blair and Nick Cage's kids. And it's really funny when Nick Cage
Sounds
yells at
interesting.
his kids. It's super good. It's on Hulu. Watch it.
Everybody watch it on Hulu.
On the Hulu. Are you working from home with thousands of distractions during the quarantine? Studio's 12 earbuds will be your best friend.
The 12 earbuds feature a graphene driver for enhanced sound clarity. They also have automatic pairing between the earbuds and your device.
Toll features a microphone on both earbuds so you can use them for conference calls or FaceTiming those you can't see right now.
Get 15% off your whole purchase using our code GRIM.
That's GRIMM with 2 M's, like I just said, at checkout for 15% off. That's 15. We're back.
So Ryan.
My turn again. My next pick is The Village.
Ooh, a Shyamalama ding dong.
Yeah,
Also, a big
Shyamalama.
fan of his movies too.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know,
Lots of
just
slapperoonies in those. It's
Yeah,
got full
very
slap.
Oh my god,
slapperoonies.
those are like
So,
full.
you know,
The fullest of slaps.
I don't know. It's kind of like it's like an interesting dynamic for a movie. So it's like very interesting to me.
I think so too.
You know what I think? You know what I mean?
I know.
I know what you think.
And I know what you mean.
And I know what you mean.
And I agree.
I don't know what I think.
I love
but
Shyamalan. I think he's a real mindfuck.
Yeah, I love that he's in every movie that he's in. So if you're ever playing the movie game where you're trying to name someone and someone names that movie, just say him.
Yeah, always just say, always bet on M. Night Shyamalan.
True.
So,
Dude,
Maria, what's your number? What numbers are we on? 4?
You know what?
I think it's 4.
This is 4. Let's go
We're good at this.
with a classic. And I'm going to follow Ryan's lead with the Stephen King. 14-0 motherfucking 8.
Biatch. I almost
And
said
how
that.
fucking mind-fucky that movie is. Just like absolutely insane. So good. So done. I love John Cusack. I live for a Cusack vehicle.
Yeah, you love Joan and John.
I love both of them. I love both.
Do you wish your name was Joan because you have a brother John?
No, I do not.
Yeah. Maria's good. Maria's a good, solid
But thank you for
Christian
asking,
name.
Holly. I can't wait. We can all agree though that 1408 was
It's scary.
so fucking good. Though.
It's so scary.
It was such a
It's
good
very
movie.
scary. I thought it was very scary.
I actually haven't seen that in so long that I would like to rewatch
scary.
it.
I would just say I just remember being very scared by that movie, but like also didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, and that's important. That really means something.
It's
when you
important
fall
to get
asleep
those 8
for a
hours in,
movie.
y'all.
I thought it was really good. I
Cool.
full slap.
Full slap.
So, a movie that I would like to shout out because I really love the director is called Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh,
it's
I
a
like that.
musical that came out in 2008. It is currently free on Tubi. And it was Darren Bousman who also made Saw and some other great films.
I did not know that he made that movie.
He sure did.
I
And
saw
it
that
has
a long
Alexa
time ago. and it was
Vega.
good. Yeah,
it's cool.
super good.
It's different. It's
It made
it's
me
not
feel
your
weird.
typical horror movie, and that's what I like about it.
It ain't your mama's horror movie.
It sure isn't.
So, my number 4 is on Hulu again, and it is called Beyond the Gates. It is like an homage to like old, you know, that Nightmare video you had, or kind of like Bandersnatch, but not like Bandersnatch, like adventure or choose your own adventure, like videotapes.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's these 2 brothers, and their dad dies, and they're like cleaning, and he owned like a VHS store, which is pretty dated.
Yeah.
But, because this is from, what year did this come out? I don't know. 2016. So yeah, the dad was in a dying business.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so they find this random tape and they decide to play. And then, let's say things get a little creepy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say that taking a, random tape that, like, might have supernatural powers, you never know. It's the same mistakes that they make in The Ring. They're like, ooh,
True.
a tape. Like, I found so many blank tapes at Mom and Dad's cleaning out their VHS tapes. Not one of them had, like, murder videos on it.
Good.
I know, I found, like...
Proud of them.
Well, unless you count Princess Diana's funeral.
Which we definitely do have on VHS tape at Mom and Dad's.
They have her wedding and her funeral. R.I.P.
Yeah.
So, Ryan...
Let's bring it back around to you.
So,
Full slap.
I'm going to do actually a shout out to a franchise of movies.
Okay.
The Alien movies.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Our theme
Oh,
song
yeah.
has the second
I was not
one in
expecting
it.
that from you, Ryan.
I'm living.
No, I'm like kind of actually really
H.R.
into them.
Giger,
They're kind of just
great
like
artist.
horribly scary, but like really good.
No, the
Kind of
Xena-
kind of
They're definitely
classic,
horror.
you know?
Xenomorphs?
Definitely classic,
Like,
definitely
the
horror.
first, they're all so good. I feel
They're
like even like the newer
so
ones,
drippy.
I feel like, even with like the Predator ones, they're kind of like a
Yeah,
little cheesy, but like
I've
still,
not
like,
seen the
very
Predator ones at
interesting.
all.
they're good.
I feel like they've taken them
To a
different
good level.
ways. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
David Fincher did the third one, and I love him.
Yeah, no.
And even one of the newest ones was really good because it was like in a space shuttle.
Ooh, was that
somewhere?
What was that one called? Cool.
Google Alien franchise.
Right, it would be like, I think it was like
we're just like talking with no like
I have
knowledge.
No idea. I know, I'm just giving a shout out to the whole. It just says Alien franchise.
We stan.
Well, what? Yeah, I mean, you're going to be home
really
a while,
like
and they're all on
You're gonna be
HBO.
home, you might as well.
They're all streaming on HBO right now.
They
I don't know
are.
about the newer ones, but definitely the originals.
For totally.
For
So Maria.
totally.
That's really good to know.
Totally Maria.
Totally me.
Totally Maria.
Oh, I'm going to bring it to an all-time favorite classic. Final Destination.
Oh, good.
Yes.
All of those movies are on Netflix.
I live and die for the
they all
first
are.
two. I'm not a huge fan of the third. I don't think I even saw the fourth.
Would you like to? We own all of them.
They went off the rails at the end.
We have the full box set of them
Which
all.
is the one with the roller coasters? Is that the third?
That's the third one, and it's a full slapperoonie. It has Kyle Merriman in
No,
it.
I know that.
Ryan Merriman.
Yes.
As we all
we
know
watched
from
The Luck of the Irish.
Smart House, all of them we know.
Shout out
Pretty
to
Little
Disney
Liars.
He's okay. Well, I'm sorry. Total babe.
Total babe.
Total babe.
Okay, I'm just gonna now rattle off a couple more movies that I like because, like I said, I've got a big list. We got a big old list. So
we
the
got a big old list. We got a big old list.
I almost was gonna say Alpha Dog, or no, not Idle Hands.
Alpha Hands.
I can't believe none of
If
us
you're
said
looking
that.
for a horror movie that is more funny, that's not super gory, that
Alpha
you can.
Dogs is not funny.
I said Idle Hands.
Oh right,
Yeah, no,
get it.
Nothing funny about Alpha Dogs.
No.
Nope. Well, that's not true. Justin Timberlake really stoned is funny to me.
Is that based
There
on
are
a true
parts of
story?
Alpha Dog that are funny.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. Also, the movie Cry Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Remember that full slap from 05?
That's a true story too about a serial killer in Australia.
No, you're thinking of Wolf Creek, which is a completely different film.
Oh, you're right.
I know.
Is that the one about the college kids?
Yes.
Oh, that one is really good.
And that one also has a character from Pretty Little Liars.
And it has a fake British person, I think.
No, that's Ren, and he is British. And he's also... His name's Ren in Pretty Little Liars. I don't know the actor's real name. I'm sorry.
Was he born in the UK? Cool. Shout out to the UK. We're with
Okay,
ya.
Holly, just keep going.
Okay. So my, what are we on the last one now?
Sure.
Are we on the last one? I feel like
Yeah.
I just spoke. So my last movie is called Southbound. It is on Hulu. It is also an anthology, and all of the stories are kind of woven together. It's like in the desert, and there's just like people will be driving, and there's just like this huge, tall stick like monster person like off in the distance, and they like keep getting closer. I think I've talked about this on the podcast, but they keep getting closer and closer after every story, and like all the stories are really scary. I mean, it's just a really good anthologic movie.
Okay.
And you know, since Morgan took it upon herself to name like, I don't know, every horror movie that came out in 1998, I am going to name some quarantine-themed movies that are currently streaming on your favorite streamable services.
Thanks,
So,
sis.
yeah, right? So, as Morgan mentioned earlier, Tubi. Tubi is a great little app if you've never heard of it. And everything's
TUBI.
free. It's really good. So right now, they have a movie called Quarantine LA, which is very...
Ironic.
Yeah. That one is about a virus. I tried, like, a lot of them obviously turn into zombies. Like, it's not, like... Okay, so the movie Outbreak is on Netflix. That is a really old movie about a monkey. A guy who gets bitten by a monkey. It's the monkey from Friends. It stars Dustin Hoffman. It came out in like 1995. Very topical. They don't turn into zombies, and it's like an Ebola-esque type pandemic. Also, watch the series Pandemic on Netflix because it literally predicted this exact situation.
Seriously?
It came out the day after the first person in America was confirmed with the coronavirus.
Holy shit.
And it was filmed like, you know, while
months
ago.
at least months ago,
And they
probably
s-
years,
yeah,
maybe.
and
even.
it's really good. And it there's different points, like there's different characters in it. And so one of them is a doctor, and she's the only doctor in this very small hospital in Jefferson County, Oklahoma, I think maybe. But like people, like it's the closest hospital to people, like it's all farming communities. And so they talk about like how if there was a pandemic, they would have very limited supplies and they would have very limited like resources and like hands to work on stuff. And then they also talk to this woman who is works for the CDC, and they also talk to these scientists who are coming out with a flu vaccine. So like the flu will be gone. It'll be all viruses. So any virus that ever has happened, or flu that like has happened or will happen in the future, it'll be fine. And Bill Gates, they gave them a grant because, as everyone knows, Bill Gates predicted this. But yeah, they said it's not a matter of if this is going to happen, it's when it's going to happen, and it's happening, sis.
Wow.
It be happening, sis.
Yeah, so also on Tubi is a movie called Epidemic. A woman's 30th birthday celebration becomes ground zero for a deadly pathogen that forces partygoers to fight for their lives.
Damn.
Yeah, sounds scary, and also the worst 30th birthday. Yeah. There's also a movie on Tubi called The End, ? Claudio Verona is a cynical businessman, and one day he gets locked in an elevator because a virus has broken out. This is a zombie one, y'all. Cool. There's The Crazies.
Oh yeah, The Crazies.
The original and the remake are both on Tubi.
Cool. We love Timothy Oliphant.
We do love Timothy Oliphant. We just watched Perfect Getaway, and
So
he was
Ryan,
great.
should you go to your next movie?
Wait, were we not done? I thought we were done. That was my last movie.
Yeah, because you started.
I did not. Ryan started.
Oh.
I do have one more.
Oh,
then
weird.
go.
Maybe I only did 4. No, whatever.
I don't know.
Go.
I added this one last.
Okay, well, talk, Ryan. I've been talking a while.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Ooh. I have that one on my list too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but my list is big. But yeah, it's on there. Because it's good. I have it.
So when you told me to pick 5 movies...
It was just a starting off point.
Okay, because usually you get mad at me if I do more, so I'm just kidding. You're funny and
Everything's
I love you.
really coming out, you guys. We've all been quarantined for... Honestly. I'm on day 4.
Day 5.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we can leave our homes.
Maria?
We're better off than most.
What?
Do you have another movie?
Did Maria fall
I have
asleep
a couple.
again?
I made a whole list.
Tell us.
What else did I put on here? I want to talk about Hereditary just because you hated it. I found it interesting.
I loved Hereditary. I loved it. I thought it was so
I thought
scary.
It was visually stunning.
Stunning.
Scary stick guys in Hereditary too. Mm-hmm. The Ritual is another good one that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Scary stick guys.
I have like a list of Netflix series and HBO series that you can full binge right now. For Netflix, I have Hemlock Grove. If you love the guy who plays Pennywise in it, he is the lead in it, and he's so hot. Also, The Haunting of Hill House, we've talked about a lot. The End of the Fucking World, as well. You is cool. And then for HBO, I've got True Blood. I got True Detective, specifically season 3.
Wait, True Detective, season 1.
And
Also.
3.
Jesus.
The Outsider, which we just finished, and also it just finished, so you can now binge the whole show.
That show's very good.
Not a horror thing, but Euphoria. Also, The Jinx, which we've talked about a lot, and the Chernobyl series.
Also,
it
speaking
won
of
a lot of
and it's
things.
pretty depressing. Also, speaking of The Jinx, Robert Durst's case
Trial
has been
is
pushed back.
Yeah, because of all of this.
Yeah. Another good kind of outbreak movie to watch is called The Domestics. It's on HBO. It's on Hulu. And it's about like a couple and they're trying to get back to the Midwest for the girl's mom, and like there's different groups of people. There's not like zombies or anything. There's like different like biker groups kind of almost. And like they end up in Door County, Wisconsin.
What?
Yeah, I told you that, I think. When
Okay, I think you have told me that, and now I want to watch it.
It's cute.
I'll watch
it's very
it.
good. It's pretty good.
Cool.
It's good. So
that's about it for us, you guys.
Yes, sis. This has been an episode of the Sister Scream podcast.
We say that we're going to make more episodes because we've not got nothing to do on our hands, but we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, we'll see. I see a Shuttle on your list, Morgan. Why didn't you talk about that one? That movie
also
is
the
scary.
movie Shuttle is really good. It's
Comes
it's
full
on
slap.
Tubi for free right now, actually.
Full slap.
Or it's $2.99 on YouTube. That one is fucking crazy.
Oh, if you want to spend money on a movie watch, I see you.
Oh, we watched that last night and it was so good.
It comes like there's like 10 full slaps.
Yeah,
in that movie. So follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Just search Google for the Sister Scream podcast.
We'll be out there.
All of our shit will be there, and you can hit us up. And you know what? Say nice things about us.
Say nice things.
Say something nice.
Because there's a lot of bad stuff going on right now. Ryan and Maria, would you like to say anything before we sign off?
Just be cool, stay home, wash your hands.
Yeah, this was fun.
For Maria,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me also,
this.
but I'm sorry, I got straight shooter.
Be cool, stay home, and wash your hands.
That's pretty much all we got.
We love you.